Very, very nicely done. So we're going to get ourselves set up for yet another 2v2. Let's turn our attention to the powerhouses taking the stage from the LPL. I am going to butcher these names, so I apologize. Is it Guangzhong and Uzi?
That's as good as I could do. So
Fantastic.
we're gonna go with that, and we're both gonna apologize for saying your name incorrectly.
And they will be taking on North America's Voyboy and Doublelift. This is actually a really, really hype 2v2. But let's talk about the LPL representatives and where Guangzhong is from.
Yeah, this guy is a challenger jungle main, mostly plays a lot of the kind of tankier style junglers, J4, Greg is Zach. He was a former pro player. He played for QN back in Season 4, then played in the LDL, which is essentially the Academy or Challenger series there for the LPL. And he's also a very popular streamer. And paired up with a guy who really needs no introduction.
Yeah.
Uzi, an absolute monster, had a huge year, won MSI. He's the returning 1v1 champion from last year. I'm sure he would love to add a 2v2 title to his fantastic performances this year.
And I'm going to have to quote Shox from a little earlier, making up for Worlds. And it would start with a couple extra wins. Turn our attention to some players that'll be a lot more familiar.
Never heard of these
to
guys.
our viewer base. Voyboy and Doublelift. Of course, Doublelift just took down the European pros plus influencers earlier today. Voyboy back on the international stage after, do you know, what was really a crushing defeat in the TCS quarterfinals. For a former pro player, Voyboy, I expected more from you, dude.
Yeah, the meme stream dream team.
The meme stream disappointing team.
Oh, you hate to see it.
More applicable quadricode, I believe. They were allowed to have 4. What do you reckon they're going to play? Voyboy and Doublelift taking on Uzi and Guangzhong.
Voyboy, definitely a guy that loves to style on his opponents, loves to go for the crazy aggressive picks. He's a guy whose stream I love to watch, and when you tune in, I would say there's an equal chance of him being 10-0 or 0-10. So you never know what you're going to get, but he's going to be doing some crazy stuff. That is guaranteed, and he's definitely more of an assassin-style player, I think, these days, but certainly can play a lot of different stuff. Doublelift, I don't know how tryhard he wants to go. We could be seeing something like Grasp Caitlyn. If that's left available, we could see an AD. Or maybe he just goes for a mage, tries to have some fun. Not sure what he's going to think is best.
Well, after the Ezreal performance earlier, I've just got this gut feeling that's telling me try hard. I mean, like, with the win already against EU, coming up against Uzi as well, and being able to put yourself in Doublelift's shoes and say, I got to carry Voyboy, which I think is like, what, to take down Uzi,
What, you saying Voyboy can't carry Doublelift?
No. Okay. So that's what I think. That's my instinct here. And of course, turning our attention to Uzi and the LPL representatives, they're region LPL world champions. Can they be all-star champions as well? Because the LPL as a region has won everything this year.
They certainly have. I mean, they're smashing. They won back-to-back Rift Rivals. They won MSI. They won Worlds. The All-Stars 1v1 champion. They won Asia Games. They have basically just been making a clean run of it this year, slamming everybody. And Uzi Vayne would be hype. Do I think it's a good pick? No, but I would love to see it.
I think this is a terrible idea. Vayne and Zach in this game? Like, what is Zach going to do?
He's going to engage, and then Uzi's going to kill everyone.
Why? Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's going to get picked in. I give it a few more seconds to bounce away. It is going to be the Lucian and the Fiddle. Okay, now this I like.
Yeah.
The fear, the dark wind, the mobility, and then all in as well when you get to Crowstorm later. I really like this combination.
Yeah, I mean, Emax there on Fiddle going to be super annoying if he wants to go for more of just a pure poke style. You can also look for more of a Fear Max or a Drain. You can go different styles depending on how they're looking to actually play it out. On the side, Voyboy and Doublelift. Interesting to see Cassio coming out. Not someone that I would have really thought of as one of these kind of strong 2v2 style champions in the early brawling. But if you do hit your poison, you can chase people down with the Twin Fangs. Your all-ins are pretty powerful. And certainly at 6, you have a very strong double set of ultimates there as well.
Think about the strength of Miasma as well. On this very, very small map, if you get caught by the middle of, Murder Bridge, where the cutaway by the grass, I mean, that's going to give you near complete coverage for Miasma. So Uzi throwing up the number 1. Guangzhou just patting away any challenges on his shoulder. Turn our attention to a little bit of a celebratory Voyboy. And Lift giving himself the thumbs down, so he's already disappointed in his performance.
Yeah.
Is that how I interpret that? Is that not what's happening?
He's pointing to his name, Quick Shot.
Oh,
He's
I
like,
thought
look
it
at
was-
me, I'm double
I
lift.
thought it was like boo double lift.
No.
I don't know.
No.
I mean, maybe the crowd in Vegas will agree or disagree. I'm not sure. You guys take it as you will here on the Esports Arena in the Luxor Hotel Pro-Am Charity 2v2. All right, Fiddlesticks. It's the Celebration Party Fiddle. Arguably the best skin next to the Union Jack one.
The new one is actually really good. Praetorian, I think it's called.
I just
The,
think
like,
it's
Robo.
too cool. Like, I do like it,
It's super
but
cool.
Fiddlesticks is just a ridiculous champion. You know, like
That surprise party's pretty hype.
exactly. I like when he embraces the nonsense, which is why the Union Jack one just looks so silly, like almost spectral, almost ghostly flag scarecrow. It just doesn't really make sense. Nevertheless, let's see how this works out. I think Twin Fang into Cassio, game changer.
Yeah.
Silence, if you can get multiple bouncers in a fight as well, reducing her ability to Twin Fang just sets you up so well for Uzi to pick up the kills.
And this is looking more of kind of like an all-in-ish style where you have Aftershock Fiddle that is looking, less about the poke, or where you would expect something like a Comet, and more just for that straight-up fight. Where on the side of NA, it is double Comet. They are purely looking to poke it out, push it out. And we see Uzi does take actual cleanse, so post 6, that is going to be very nice for him, of course.
Yeah.
Being able to remove those potential CC ultimates coming in from the North American team. But that being said, if they're actually brawling it out earlier, the cleanse isn't going to do much of anything for him, and we'll see if they actually opt into any pre-6 fights where he could be punished for not having something like a healer ability.
Yeah, whether they get caught out either. I mean, between the Miasma and the Hail of Arrows, there's also a lot of like inherent slow built in.
Yeah.
Fortunately for Uzi, he'll be able to dash away from one of them, whereas Guangzong, on the other hand, one thing we haven't touched on yet, his Drain. When he gets to those cannon minions, if given enough time, there's also some sustain in that kit that will just keep him in lane a little bit longer. Uzi trying to dodge as much as he can, but Voyboy's burnt through his mana pool.
Yeah, and that is going to be kind of one of the struggles here for Cassio, who is extremely mana hungry. You do kind of have a really good one punch early in the game, where if you actually hit your poison, you stand with those Twin Fangs. But now he's sitting on very little mana, so the name of the game may just be push and reset here for the NA team, and try to just get Voyboy's mana back up and continually look to fight when he is very high on the mana.
How risky would it be to run a Karthus in this game? Because he's also super mana hungry, right?
Yeah. I think it's tough because a lot of his power really kind of comes with the level 6.
Yeah.
And also, obviously, the passive isn't really doing you much good unless you're getting a couple.
Hey, in a 2v2, if you go down first and help get a
double lift.
Let's find out. Double lift goes down, forced to flash away. Summoner heals used. Voyboy's low in mana, chases forward for Auto, but he miscalculates. That's NA maths, not going to work out for the kill. And China are able to
Quick
escape.
maths right there.
Yeah, I was going to go that way, and I thought, now I'll go for the burn. It's all about fun at All-Star here.
Yeah, and he doesn't get punished for not having heal, right? Like, he barely survived. I was going to say, oh, hey, maybe there he did actually get knocked down because of that, but in this case, he survives. We see all 4 summoners down for the NA side. 2 summoners still available for the Chinese representatives, and when you see a Fiddle getting to level 6, if he can hit 6, and there's no flashes available on the other side, hey, their potential for an all-in becomes pretty darn good.
Yeah, definitely. And this is a pretty even CS game. 3 separates them. First backs have been picked up, so potions on multiple sides. Important to note that Fiddlesticks, only the single biscuit. So going to be relying on that drain if he gets poked out by those piercing arrows. Uzi, on the other hand, already got a single charge used on that refillable potion. So he's also going to be hurting a little bit, which is problematic when you can see how Double Lift can just zone them away with that charge Q.
Yeah. A lot of this really does come down to also kind of who's controlling the health packs as well. Like, if you can really get the push and monopolize those health packs, that can make a pretty big difference in the game. So far, it's been fairly even in that regard. We can see Fiddle's out of potions now, though.
Yeah, and of course, remember, these are the retro HP packs, not the new AoE ones on modern day ARAM.
Yep, gotta pick and choose who's gonna actually take it, right?
Well, Double Lift and Uzi. I think.
What a Voyboy Zoom!
I feel like, okay, that's fair. That would be probably a valid one. Voyboy really chasing down. No flash this time round. Looking for an option, but you can see how powerful that Twin Fang is in this situation.
Yeah, and they were down, I believe, a couple CS, just a little bit, but now they are getting pretty heavily ahead. They won the poke battle so much in this last little kind of round of fighting in this last skirmish. They will be able to push it in, but the LPL team should be able to get back to lane and hopefully for them pick up a fair bit of this farm. We may be seeing Uzi going for something just like a Hexdrinker again. We saw that be pretty effective for Captain Jack earlier when paired up with Faker. Not sure if that is going to be the buy, but we'll find out.
Well, Doublelift will be pretty happy. He just picked himself up a longsword off the second Dorans. And of course, the duo names, Uzi and Guangzhong, they are known as Guangzi, and Voidboy and Doublelift, they are Double Boy. The winner of this 2v2 will go on to face Diamond Flash in the next round, which will take place tomorrow.
I feel like Double Boy just sounds like you're just like a superhero sidekick.
Yeah.
Right? You're definitely not the main character if you're Double Boy.
Well, in a game against Uzi, I think that's pretty fair, right? Sometimes you just have to concede there is a bigger fish sitting next to you.
That's true, yeah.
Now, there's the Dark Wind. Good poke damage onto Doublelift. Despite the poke war, but Uzi gets chunked out, eats a Twin Fang. Miasma goes down. Flash is available for Fiddle in just a moment's time. But I like the strategy. Every time the trades break out, it feels like Voidboy's the one that's pushing forward, zoning with the Fangs. And Doublelift is just sitting behind and CSing. So strategically, it seems to be the plan.
Yeah, you know, they seem to be pretty cohesive with that plan. And also, I mean, Varus can CS with autos and still assist with that poke from long range. You know, piercing arrow coming in from pretty far away. Kind of working pretty well in that regard. And they are opening up, you know, a decent CS lead. But the wave will be pushing into Uzi. Should be able to pick it up. And we also have to remember, when Fiddle hits 6, there should still be a small window where he has flash and his opponents do not. And that may be the best chance for Uzi and Guangzhong to go for that.
It's so hard. It's such a difficult nickname, and we're not done yet, Azael. 6 minutes 40. Ultimate's picked up for Voidboy and Doublelift. That Petrifying Gaze could be a game changer as well.
Yeah.
Because if the Crowstorm comes in and insta-petrifying, you know, no follow-up with a silence, no follow-up with a fear, you can turn that around.
Yeah, and the fact that they keep landing so much poke has actually made them miss enough experience and delay enough time that now they should be able to back off and have flash, right? There should be no window for that all in because you know, you can see Voidboy is about 2/3 of the way to level 7 and Fiddle is still level 5, right? So that experience advantage has became pretty large here. He is level 6 now. There's the tiniest of windows maybe on Doublelift, but
well, it's a very tiny window because it's 18 CS left before North America will pick themselves up a win against China in the 2v2 Pro-Am charity event. 68 CS to 82, either 100 CS, 2 kills with a tower. I'm sure you guys know it by now. We've seen ourselves, this is the 6th 2v2. What has been the best 2v2 that you guys at home have seen? Hit us up on Twitter, jump on the socials, because you know, 5 of them have resulted in kills. Sorry, 4 of them have resulted in kills. There's only 1 CS victory. And game 6, this might be another CS victory?
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I think we're going to at least see the Fiddle all-in attempted. The wave is eventually going to push to this NA team, so they don't need to walk forward. They just basically have to sit there, wait for the wave to come to them, and they're trying to play it extremely safe and just guarantee this CS win, because they know the only chance is a Fiddlesticks ultimate.
Yeah, but it is allowing Uzi and Guangzhong to catch up. Yes, there is a wave and a bit in front of North America, but farming into the tower is pretty tough. So get some poke down. Tower shot's not going to help Uzi out. 81 to 85.
Yeah, they're missing a decent amount of these, so it's really not that big of an advantage, but there's another wave here. It's going to be tough.
Chain of Corruption will catch on to Guangzhong. He's going to go low. Flash forward from Doublelift. The culling comes out from Uzi. Nobody's died yet. Both teams escape, but it's 9 CS, 8 CS for Double Boy to pick themselves up the win.
Oh, yeah, and that one piercing arrow would have taken him down. Fiddlesticks has to go back to base yet again, so Uzi's going to be in this 1v2. There's one more minion after this wave if they see it perfect.
I think, actually, if they find this one out, that's what they're going to do.
They need one more minion after
Cannon Wave is going to push into Voidboy and Doublelift, and one thing that I don't think we've said just yet is that but Twin Fang under the tower with the different tower HP shots, very effective for picking up the kills. 1 CS is all Voidboy and Doublelift need. Crowstorm's available for Guangzhong. He needs to jump in. Piercing arrow. Doublelift just needs to park backwards, fire the Q, and pick it up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can actually get in range for it. Fiddle's got to step up and try to stop him. And
oh, underneath the tower. This is just to prevent it. 3 CS. Oh, my word. Down to picked up by North America. 3 CS is all China needed. Lift knew it, Voiboy knew it. That was close.
Yeah, exactly. Doublelift's kind of like, well, we won, but, you know, we didn't kill them.
Yep, exactly. Of course, Guangzhong and Uzi busy discussing, chatting how it went down. They will realize that they need to shake hands in just a moment. It was a crushing defeat.
It was a crushing defeat there. Uzi, not used to losing very much. He's got to take some time to process it, but they will be going for the handshakes here, I'm sure. And yeah, there they are. So good sportsmen on both sides, but the NA team will be moving on. It was a nice performance from the Chinese team, but...
Do you know what? I've actually been surprised. I think the most of the games today have been very close.
Yeah.
Swings in control. For this to go down to 97 CS to 100, it's difficult to get closer than that.
It really is. I mean, it was incredibly close there. Just a couple of farm, you know, separating these two teams, and you can see Uzi has a smile on his face. He knows it was close, but the NA team did a really good job of poking them out, of kind of messing up back timers, of being able to get control of those minion waves, and that allowed them to be able to kind of close out that CS victory.
Oh, nicely done.